Today's video is going to be a smorgasbord of Tarte products, and I'm going to be using all of the products from the QVC special value that came out in February, or if it wasn't late January, and it was called the Color Your World with Shades of Clay collection, and included in that was the Colored Clay CC Primer, the Amazonian Colored Clay Liquid Foundation, Amazonian Colored Clay Bronzer Blush, best-selling Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, Colored Clay Black Eyeliner, and finally it also included a Lipsurgence lip gloss in the shade True Love, which I am all wearing right now. This foundation and this blush were brand new exclusive launches to QVC, so you cannot get these in stores just yet, but they are launching soon. Definitely in 2014. I'll have more information in the down bar below if I can figure out when, but you can go ahead and get them from QVC. And this set is offered in 4 or 5 different shades. I have the darkest shade, this is deep, and my CC primer is in deep as well. The CC primer you can definitely purchase from Sephora and wherever sells Tarte products. Sephora, Ulta, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, so if you want to see how to get this look, I am using all my Tarte products, plus a few more Tarte items that I have in my collection, including a finishing powder and my eyeshadows. So we'll keep on watching to get this look. And I'll see you at the end of the video. The first thing we're going to use from the Tarte Color Your World collection is going to be the CC Colored Clay Primer, and this is in the shade Deep. If I look down, my mirror is over here, and you see I'm a little bit oily right now, but I did, before I started filming, to kind of save time, I did use some of my Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, because I find with this Tarte foundation and the CC cream, it doesn't really help control oil a lot, so I'm going to put that on, and I find that some of the foundation might settle into fine line. Now with this CC primer, I've shown this in my last haul video, you just kind of swivel it up and it looks like this. This is in the shade Deep. This is currently the darkest shade they have. And I'm going to do some demos. It's a little dark for me, but if you go like this, you can see. So do you see how this kind of gives you that defined white line? You don't want to do that with this. You want it all to blend together so that it's easier to not look as noticeable, because, you know, I guess that's the green, this nice green streak on my cheek. So what you're going to want to do is kind of do this in circular motions on your face. And I just like to go over some spots that really need it the most. I have some redness here, so I'm just going to go in and kind of conceal that and do this. I also like to drag it under my eyes. So yeah, you don't want to drag it straight down, in circular motions all over your face. And don't forget your nose. And I really like to use this before this Tarte primer, just because it helps with a really good base, the consistency. It feels really amazing on the skin. And nothing fancy here. I'm just gonna take my fingers and kind of blend it. You just have to do a little bit more blending on this side here, where I kind of just did the random streak. But yeah, you feel it. It's like a very light primer that kind of helps with the discoloration. So that's what the purple stripe is for, and that's what the green stripe is for, to counteract any redness you might have had on your skin. And I just like to blend it out. And a lot of times it does help cover, maybe I'll put a little bit more here. Well, it does help cover a lot of your imperfections, so you really don't even need the foundation a lot of times. So this is like my new go-to no makeup face, and I just use this all day. And now that my face is primed, it's time for the foundation, and I'm going to use the Amazonian Colored Clay, oh my goodness, I totally just forgot, Colored Clay Liquid Foundation. As you can see, it's a very liquid product. It also came with this flat top brush. This is one of the highest coverage foundations I've come across, so you really, really need a little bit. So I'm just going to take my brush and just tap it in there, get product on there, and that's really all I'm going to use. And I just dot it all along my face. And like I said, this is the same shade. This is deep again. And we're gonna just blend. Now, this foundation I find does take a little bit longer to blend into your skin. I wouldn't quite wear this every day because of how high coverage it is. It's just a little, it's a very special occasion. How about that? So this side is done and this side isn't. So I'm probably gonna fast forward from here. So I'll be back once my makeup is finished. While I was taking a little break, I went ahead and did my eyebrows, primed my lids, and now we're gonna get into the eyes. Now, I really don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but like the title of the video says, I'm using Full Face Tarte. So this is from the Tarte of Giving set for holiday, and I'm just gonna do a really quick little eye look. And while I'm doing my eyes, I will talk to you about what I think about this foundation. Now, it is beautiful. It matches me pretty well, I would say. I do find that it tends to settle into my laugh lines. I think that's what you call these. So I'm 25 and I really don't have wrinkles, but I find it tends to settle. So that's why I suggested using a kind of pore fine line filler before using this, because it does do that. And I also set it with this Tarte. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Bronze. If you're not brown, they have a regular translucent shade for you, but it is the Smooth Operator Finishing Powder, and I powdered my face. So as you can see, it's very full coverage. It gives a nice finish. You can't see any of my discoloration or the redness that I had going on earlier. And I think I'm gonna go in here. I'll list the shade names down below, but yeah, you guys have seen this before. Yeah, Tarte is really awesome. They're now with their colored clay, their Amazonian clay type products. I've really fallen in love with the brand. They have some really good skincare items and such, and I really enjoyed those. The only thing I would say, I wish their shades came deeper, because as I said, as of right now, these products were brand new launches exclusive to QVC, this foundation specifically, but as of right now, that was the darkest shade that they, you know, provided. So with that said, there are some other foundations that Tarte makes that do come darker, but they don't go particularly dark. You know, it's just kind of very my shade, a little bit darker, and maybe one a little bit darker than that, if that. So this set also came with this. If you've been following my blog for a long time, you know that I have the Lights Camera Flashes, which is the gold tube, which I really love, but I feel like this one is a little bit more volumizing, and I just love it so much. Definitely what I like to do, just kind of wiggle it and drag, and then I definitely focus on the ends, because my lashes need all the help they can get. That's one eye with mascara and one eye without. So now on this eye without mascara, while we're here, there also came in the kit this Tarte Colored Clay eyeliner black. It's just a retractable little pen kind of thing here, and I will go ahead and untightline. Does that freak anybody out? I don't know. I'm sorry if it does, but you know, it's what girls do. Tightline the top, and my eye's really watering right now, so let's pull this out and tightline the bottom. I really like this retractable pencil. It's not, you know, too pigmented, which is kind of fine, especially for during the day. Kind of a take it or leave it product for me in the collection. But yeah, ladies and germs, we are on the home stretch. Now, this also came with this Amazonian Colored Clay Bronze, I cannot speak today, Amazonian Colored Clay Bronzer Blush in the color Pink Bronze. And this looks like this. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush brush and just swirl it around. I like to focus on the darker colors. You see it's got a bunch of colors in here. And just kind of add that to the cheeks. It's very subtle, so I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but I will try to build it up as much as I can without looking clownish for you. So yeah, this has a very slight shimmer to it, which is actually really pretty. So I don't know if you can see, it might be getting washed out, but there it is. Here's my other cheek. There's that cheek. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very pretty flush. It's nothing overstated, which is completely fine because you've got a ton of foundation on already, you know? So yeah, I definitely really like this. This is probably one of my favorite products out there. But yeah, I find that it's really hard to make my subtle blushes show up on camera. It's actually pretty hard. You know, like my super pigmented blushes, they show up fine, but this light right here, oh, that is super shimmery the more you build it on. Look at that. So, there's my blush. I hope you can see it. It's a little bit over exaggerated so that it shows up a little bit better on camera. And the last thing that was included in this set is the Tarte True Love Lipsurgence lip gloss. Now, these are brand new launches. I know Lipsurgence really, they have, I want to say lip tints or the crayons. So this is just a pretty sparkly kind of blue tone red. And I really like this applicator. The doe foot kind of has a little indentation in it so that you can get in those little nooks and crannies on your lips. And just, yeah, I really love this look. Like, you can either make it as dramatic as you want to with the actual foundation, or you can just use the CC primer and that could be sufficient. I'm sorry, I don't know what my neighbors are doing. They're just like slamming cabinets or something up there, but that's what that noise is. So yeah, so we just come in here and yeah, you can kind of see that it's a little settling if you look really closely. But that is the completed look, and I love this set. I think it was a really good deal. It was about $59 at QVC when it was a special value. I'll correct myself somewhere over here if I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!